Okay, for entertainment purposes only and trigger warnings. Okay, so 2002, we've got Lucy MacDonald. Now, of course, I was at the refuge here in Coffs Harbour, and I seen the workers. Like, I went into where the officers, the front desk is, and that, and the wardrobes that they had, had all these, like, this holiday that they were all planning to go on, and like they didn't realise that I'd walked in and seen all this, and I'm looking at it all, and workers there rushing to shut the doors, and all that, because they had it on the inside of the line of I don't know, wardrobes. I mean, it looked like wardrobes, but line of, like behind me, but they were dark brown. And how I've got the chakra things, but the stuff was on the inside. And they rushed to close it, and I realised that they're planning this big holiday, and and they said they were going to close the place for renovations. Yeah, funny that. Well, I ended up putting in a complaint, and I'm on the phone in the next room putting in a complaint to question, because I mean, if they're using the refuge funding to go on this lavish, extravagant holiday, then that's not on. Okay, so I ended up getting kicked out over that, and I had nowhere to go, and they're like, oh, we're closing for renovations, you'll have to go to Kempsey. Well, no, I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to Kempsey. And by chance, psychopathic chance, I get a phone call, and he come and gets me and the kids, and we go to Nambucca. Okay. Now, I know, we were there for March, because we were there for one of my girls' birthdays, and it was after that. 30th April, I think it was. But I mean, we're talking before that. Okay, so I'm at home with the kids. He rocks up out the front, and his older kids jump in the car with him, and then I get the F out of my house, and he drives off. And I ended up getting the salvos, beautiful salvos, bought a removal truck, and come and got me, and I went to stay with a beautiful person, may she rest in peace, that that I met at the refuge. Okay, so fast forward when the stepchild, and I spoke, and I said, oh, what happened? Where'd you go? He goes, oh, we went to Armidale, and he dropped us off at Arnie's place. And I said, dropped you off? Why? And he said, oh, him and the other serial killer went to Lismore. Just happened to be, a day or two before Lucy MacDonald went missing. Now, you've got to think, my ex's great-grandmother's a Robert, so, these are his cousins that he's taken. But I'm guessing because of the, poor Louise and the PDF file ring, I'm guessing that's why she became a target. I don't know why Lucy MacDonald became a target, because I'd never heard of her before. So that's happened. So I was reading online, and then I come across a clip, and it stated that, like a media clip, and it stated that, someone, she was getting someone knocking on the walls and ringing her phone and hanging up, and, prank calls and all that stuff. Okay, so let's go back to Armidale, when my ex smashed my front window, smashed the, and I was throwing chairs through it and that to stop him from coming in, because I knew if he'd come in, I'd be gone. And then went around the back and took to the back door with an axe. He never made it in. Now, and it was interesting because, he was gone, and me and the children were there, and I had someone knocking on the walls, all hours of the night. So I wasn't getting much sleep, and I was stressed out. And he also had another set that my ex had car keys and house keys. So the other one who made my blood crawl was doing that to me. And it's, I don't believe in coincidences, but if you want to, it's a coincidence that poor Lucy MacDonald was going through the same thing. I didn't have a phone then, so I did get a phone after, but no one had my number anyway. Excuse me. I just had to drink a coffee, had to have a break. So they've gone to Lismore and Lucy MacDonald has disappeared. Not a coincidence in my eyes. Nothing's a coincidence with these people. But I mean, I went through months of horrific knocking on the walls. I'd go shopping and I'd come home and I'd go to unlock my door, but I'd actually locked it because he unlocked it. Or I'd go in and the laundry door window would be open. Next time it'd be one of the bedroom windows. And I know because I checked every time I left, and I double checked and I triple checked to make sure everything was locked up. So this went on for months and months, but I mean, I was pregnant with my third child, but I was having twins. I ended up losing one of those twins because of all the stress that he put me through, and I had a miscarriage. And I mean, the trauma that they put me through, I mean, I know what these poor people went through, and I mean, it breaks my heart. And what breaks my heart is that, for almost, we're on the third year now, into the third year now, and police, Crime Stoppers, like no one's gotten back to me in that whole, almost, going into the third year. And that's why I'm finally speaking up, because, I mean, I've gone to the police, help with the stalkers. What do I get? Oh, we can't help you. There's nothing we can do about it. I've gone to legal aid. That's not our, it's cybercrime. But I mean, how do I go to cybercrime when the main instigator, the main stalker, has been putting false reports about me since 2021? Mass reported me to my housing provider. And then the police suggested me to do 2 emails up and put in a report. One about the Queensland police officer that they got to befriend me that I didn't know was a police officer, and the other about these stalkers. And I told someone that and to do the emails and send them to the Queensland Police Commissioner. Well, I mean, and I've got that video. Someone makes a video saying that she, put in a report to the Queensland Police Commissioner. So if she's done that, I'm guessing, it's more false reports, because I've done nothing to no one. I haven't attacked or abused. I haven't slandered. Everything I say is the truth. So I'm guessing, not my ex, but the other one, it seems he had whatever with Lucy MacDonald. So, but, obviously it was the both of them doing this, and they'd been doing it since the 70s, since they were teenagers, from Newcastle. And they've been travelling up and down the coast, going up into Queensland, all the, Canberra. I mean, I don't know exactly everywhere they've been. So yeah, like, this stuff is the most craziest stuff. To get these memories of this stuff, it's horrible. Like, you can't imagine it. It's horrible.